Today, Mock Pepper came out with his mock draft. We're gonna react to the first 10 picks and go to our teams. There's some things that it's kind of expected that these teams will get, and there's also some picks where it's like, yeah, like we don't agree. So we're just gonna do a reaction video to the mock draft that Mal Kiper came. This is ESPN's mock draft, and just go down the list of top 10 and maybe jump around to different teams. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and without further ado, let's get started. All right. So right now for this list, they got Tennessee getting Abdul Carter, outside linebacker out of Penn State. I'm pretty sure he's the best defensive player coming out of the draft. Honestly, Tennessee needs everything. Like, I think they need a quarterback, but they just drafted a quarterback. I don't know what Tennessee should do. I wouldn't be surprised if they trade back. Like, that one's...
Yeah. They're either going to trade back or take the best player. So it's either going to be Abdul Carter or they're getting out that position, taking a boatload of picks, which wouldn't be bad for their situation, honestly.
Yeah.
No quarterback. I don't think there's a quarterback in this draft you can really hang your hat on and be like, yo, this is the dude that's going to change our franchise.
Right.
It's like, I like Cam Ward, but it's still a debate if he's going to be a franchise quarterback. Like, I don't know if he would be a first-round pick if it weren't for this draft class this year being weak on quarterbacks.
What about you, TJ?
You have to agree. Like, Tennessee's in a weird spot where they kind of blew it up. So where do they go from here? You know, they got Will Levis, but Will Levis just did not look good at all. There's like a whole week's worth of memes talking about how bad Will Levis was. That was a trending topic. So then you move on, and then you try to figure out, okay, what do you do from there? So now, who's their head coach there in Tennessee?
Didn't they get a new guy?
I forgot his name.
Because it's not Mike Vrabel anymore. He's in New England.
Who is their head coach? Hold up. Brian Callahan?
Brian Callahan, what's his background?
I don't even know.
So now you got Brian Callahan.
He was the offensive line coach, on it.
You know, he was a coordinator coach for the Bengals.
The OC?
The OC for the Bengals. Is now their
Okay,
head
so
coach.
what kind of offense is he going to try to run? Is he going to be a run-first guy? Because I know they got the Steelers left tackle, Dan Moore Jr. They signed him to a big contract over there to be their left tackle.
They need a left tackle, too. Like, oh, my God. That's one of the big issues Will Levis had last year. Bro was not being protected whatsoever.
Nope. That's that one.
So that's why they might try to see what they can do with a line for them.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it, you know. But outside linebacker isn't a bad position because it's like one of the top 3 most important positions. So, and if you get a guy could change a team. You know, like an outside linebacker could change a team. A pass rusher could really change the dynamic of the whole team. So who knows? Maybe this is the right pick.
And we've seen that changing teams. Like, we've seen that with Micah Parsons, TJ Watt, Nick Bosa. Like, these, I mean, one of the most important positions, like you said, is somebody, the quarterback, and who's chasing the quarterback. They're giving him pressure.
Exactly. So since they're
I don't know. Honestly, I feel teams are built in the trenches for real. You win at the offensive and defensive line. I think you got a really good chance in this NFL.
That's exactly what Philly doing too.
Yeah, they dominate trenches.
That's what they did.
Yeah. So second pick, this one's a little more interesting. But last thing I do want to say about Tennessee Titans, I wouldn't be surprised if they get Travis Hunter, because that's kind of like a 2-on-1 kind of thing, like a good thing. No,
I don't see them doing it.
Not there. I don't know about there being the right pick for them because I don't know. That doesn't seem to make too much sense to me then, because I feel like that's a luxury kind of pickup, or like we already have a couple pieces together and this one extra piece will then boost the team to a better level. I feel like that's what a Travis Hunter is. So I'm curious to see where in the top 10 he goes. But again, like, Tennessee is such a weird spot. Like where are they gonna go? Yep. How are they gonna build? So, and that's where they're such a weird one. So they could trade back, like Kalani said. Like, and I think that wouldn't be a bad idea. They could draft this guy, and that wouldn't be a bad idea. And they can get a different dude, and that get an offensive lineman or defensive lineman. That wouldn't be a bad idea, especially in this good D line class. So who knows?
Who knows, man? So next up they have the Browns. They got the Browns selecting Cam Ward. That kind of makes sense. Deshaun Watson. He had a big heist. Shout out to his agent, but I think they're ready to move on from him. I'm pretty sure he took a pay cut too, or restructured his contract. But Cam Ward to the Browns does make sense to me. I think they definitely do need a quarterback. I don't know if anyone objects with this pickup.
Nah, I don't know how you like. A lot of what held the Browns back last year was literally quarterback play. I think this is something they gotta address.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we all agree on that. Third, they got the Giants selecting Travis Hunter.
All right, well,
that makes sense though.
Low key, right?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Not Shador.
No.
Not Shador. Probably pick up a free agent quarterback.
I feel like it's. Well, I mean, from reports I'm seeing, the Giants are running for Aaron Rodgers. It looks like they want to get him there.
I saw that. Him or Russell, because I'm pretty sure Russell met with the Giants too.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like everybody's waiting on Aaron Rodgers for some reason. I don't understand why, but
I wouldn't mind as a Commander fan with Aaron Rodgers with New York.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind either.
Got a sitting duck back there. All right, so we know objections there. Fourth pick, they got the Patriots picking up Will Campbell, offensive tackle from LSU. Can't really go wrong with a lineman here.
Nope.
Just like I was saying with Will Levis being not protected, Drake May wasn't protected.
It wasn't.
Nope.
All right. Fifth pick, they got the Jacksonville Jaguars picking up Mason Graham, the defensive tackle. I think this makes sense. Their defense wasn't that good. They need some run stoppers. I think he's probably the best D tackle out of the draft. I saw from Mason, so that pick makes sense to me.
Yeah, that's a pretty good pick from him.
Okay.
But it's like I also feel like, man, is Trevor Lawrence the answer?
I don't know, man. I know he's on the hot seat. I think this is last year, and if nothing pans out, they're gonna try to trade or release him.
Mm-hmm.
So
do they pull the trigger?
You said what?
I said, do they with this pick, do they turn around and pull the trigger here?
And do what? Get a quarterback?
Yeah, sure do.
Nah. I mean, they could.
I don't think so. Not this year. It'd have to be another bad year. Like another really bad year, and you're literally looking at Trevor Lawrence. Give him Brian Thomas for another year. Let's see how this chemistry works. I don't see why they can't go wide receiver here because they released Christian Kirk.
Yep.
So why not get you another big wide receiver in a very small wide receiver class and get yourself established and really say, hey Trevor, if you can't make it work with all this, then
it's definitely you.
The problem. Yeah, you definitely the problem.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. Is D tackle like Mason Graham's a good pick? Not to say that, but it's like if you're really trying to see if Trevor is your answer, I think that's what you do to eliminate any question about it. But the Mason Graham pick isn't a bad pick either.
That's what I said.
You give him one more year, you got a stronger draft class coming out next year with quarterbacks. He's potentially.
All right. So next, this one's a little rousy. They got the Vegas selecting Gently, the guy from Boise, the running back. Now, I'm pretty sure I thought Shador would get selected by the Raiders by then. I'm surprised. I think that's the move for me personally. If I was the Raiders, I'll get Shador.
When was that list made?
Huh?
Did you see when that list came out?
What?
The list you're looking off of.
When did it come out?
Yeah. I know a lot of reports was having the Raiders get Sam before he went to the Seahawks. So I started seeing more of my drafts have Gentry going to the Raiders since they need running back and they wouldn't have a quarterback.
Because they have Geno Smith now. So they don't really need a quarterback anymore.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true. And then they got Brock Bowers. I mean, that offense could be.
Like,
Yeah,
I can see that. I can see Gentry going there.
that would be nasty though. Like
Yeah.
that would be kind of scary, low key. Because they got an offense. Like, look, they already got Brock Bowers, like you said. Don't they got a receiver?
Who? I can't name them. Is it
I
Collins?
don't think they got no big receivers.
No,
Did
no.
they sign somebody? I felt like they signed somebody there.
Did they get Lockett?
Nah, I'm looking up Raiders receivers right now. It's Jacoby Myers, Trey Tucker.
Yeah, ain't nothing too crazy with the Raiders.
Oh, okay.
But with Pete Carroll over there, bro, you get a running back.
Oh yeah, he might
Right.
do something with him. He got him a
Right.
Lynch.
Yeah.
Yep.
Better and more explosive than Lynch.
Mm-hmm.
And they got Crosby over there too. They can really make some of that defense.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a lot of upside. So next they got the Jets getting Shador Sanders. I don't think that's a good one for the Jets.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
But with Justin Fields, after just getting Justin Fields, that's how you know this is outdated. But yeah, they just got Justin Fields, so you're gonna draft another rookie.
I have seen a draft where they did pick up Justin Fields, and I have seen a lot of traction there. For me though, like if that is the Jets' plan, then why give guaranteed $30 million to Justin Fields, and then turn around and say Justin Fields, why not stay with the Pittsburgh for $10 million less with a better chance of actually being the guy with an offense that you already have? You know, it's like a bad. If this pick is a bad for the team, bad for the player. This is worst case, and even Shador. You know what? The Jets.
Yeah. That's why I said I think Shador. Like, look, if I was Shador, I would want to be either in the Giants or the Raiders. But like, it's probably not gonna happen anymore.
I totally forgot they paid Justin Fields $30 million a year.
$30 million
guaranteed.
Yeah, that's starting quarterback. Like we believe in you, quarterback money. So them getting Shador.
Oh my god. Yeah, but like God.
Yeah, I'm not feeling that one, man.
Hey.
Yeah, that pick don't make sense because they got Justin amount of money. It's like, why would you pay Justin that amount of money? Like,
and them drafting is clearly like, oh, they're gonna move on from him in less than 3 years, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where's Shador fall?
So what?
How far does Shador fall at this point?
I don't know. I mean, I think he's gonna get selected earlier in this.
I don't know. I think he could slide. He might slide into the teens, bro. I could see him slide into the teens.
I think it will depend on how. So, does anyone grab Aaron Rodgers or Russell Wilson?
Yeah. All right. Next, you got the Panthers getting linebacker Jalon Walker. Nah, I can see that because we did take Luvu from him. So do need linebacker help.
Probably the best one coming out. Is he a middle?
I don't know. Assuming it just says linebacker. I don't know if
I think outside linebacker because I say the middle linebacker is the one that's really good. Oh, they got a lot. They got a good linebacker. Where's that running back?
So he seems like an all-around player, all-around linebacker. I could pass rush. I could cover. Just put me anywhere. Probably like middle linebacker, edge, Micah Parsons type. You know, you just kind of throw him out there and tell him, stop this guy, and he just does that. I think that's who he is. So I think for their defense and their team, that doesn't sound like a bad idea. You know, just like, hey, we need a guy that kind of – because they had a little surgeons. They started getting some juice at the end of the year. Wasn't much, but it was like enough for them to feel something. So maybe they get a guy that fires up their defense, similar to what a Luke Kuechly did. You know, a guy that could just go out there and do whatever he needs to do to get the team rallied up and, you know, get some team, you know, mojo going. So maybe that's the pick for them. I can't disagree. I mean, he's the first linebacker off the board, so this isn't bad.
Yeah, and they ranked last in yards allowed per play at 6, so they do need defensive help. They're definitely getting a defensive player in this draft. All right, so the Saints, they got the Saints getting Tyler Warren, the tight end out of Penn. I actually like this guy. He's a good tight end out of Penn. I've been playing NCAA. He could do it all. He could throw too. Like Penn was using for a lot of things. And let's see, Taysom Hill towards ACL and Jawan Johnson is a free agent. I don't know if they re-signed him or not, but I can see them doing this pick for real.
Well, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's one of those picks that's going to happen. That I only see this happening to the Saints. They're trying to get their Jimmy Graham. They're Taysom Hill. That's all that is.
And they have a culture using their tight ends, man. So
yep.
And this is definitely the best one available. Like I really like Tyler.
Yeah.
Wish we could have got him. And then for the Bears, they got the Bears getting offensive tackle. But I'm pretty sure the Bears signed like 3 or 4 offensive linemen in this free agency. Just passed. So them
but like we said, like building through the trenches.
Yep.
You know, get you a whole that's not a bad idea. I mean, yeah, I think they got a center and 2 guards.
Yep.
So now they're getting a tackle, and I think they have another tackle they drafted like 2 years ago, Darnell Wright or something like that. Because I know the Steelers are trying to get him, but we got it Roger Jones because they traded up to get him. So that's like, you know what I'm saying? Like really, like give him a line, like everyone's been telling Chicago to do for the past like 30, 40 years. You know, actually like build your team around your quarterback and not expecting your quarterback to do everything by himself. I think that could work. I mean, Caleb does have talent. I mean, that talent started falling off towards the end of the year, but what if he has some time? What if he had some consistent playmaking, protection, and run game? Who knows? We'll see what this looks like. But yeah, that's again not a bad pick. That would make sense.
Yeah. Most sack quarterback too last season.
Oof. Yeah. Connie, what do you think, man?
Oh no, I think that's a good pick though.
Yeah. I think we're all in agreement. It's not nothing too outrageous outside of the Jets pick.
I got lineman, but I feel like that lineman was like a little bit older. If I'm not mistaken, the tackle they have. So I feel like that was a good pick for us. That might not have to play this year, but still has the talent for it.
Yep. All right. That's it for the top 10. I'm gonna jump down to 21 for the Steelers.
Wait! Don't jump down to wherever Shador. Where is Shador go?
We just said it. We just said they got him projected for 7.
The Jets.
Yeah, but like that don't make sense.
Where did you go?
I'll go off the over at the time.
Okay, Chad. We can.
All right. So 21. They got a Steelers getting up a receiver. How you pronounce his name? TJ Emike
Ibuka.
Really?
Ooh, yeah.
I heard he was good.
With DK Metcalf and George Pickens?
See, now,
the
thing about that, right, that I see is who's going to be giving him the ball. You know, because Mason Rudolph is great. I love Mason Rudolph. He saved Christmas. But the only problem I see with this is Mason Rudolph going to be given the reins to pass the ball off to 3 potentially ball-hungry receivers who are going to be wanting, like, touches. Like 8+ touches a game. So we're talking about at least 24 passes a game. Is that something we're going to be doing in this offense? Is Alfred Smith looking to do something towards that? But outside of that, right, I like this pick. Well, there's another part. Sorry. There's another part of it. I like this pick, but I think there's better picks for us as a team. I think we need more defensive line help because Cam Hayward is getting older and TJ Watt is getting older, and we lost a couple defensive linemen. So we kind of need more depth there in that position opposed to wide receiver. I think DK Metcalf will be enough. And I think we can always find a guy later in the draft, and we always tend to do so. It's just more of like an attitude issue. Like that's reflected by George Pickens, Deontay Johnson, and various other players over the years, Chase Claypool, Juju Smith-Schuster, Antonio Brown, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Yep.
So can we find a guy? I think we can. In the 3rd round, easily. It's been proven to us over time. But I think a wide receiver in this scenario in the 1st round is a little too much. Sure, it might provide us leverage if we say, George, if you don't straighten out, we'll trade you. That might help, but I don't know about if you're trying to win this year, if we're getting a wide receiver makes too much sense. I think defensive lineman for us will be a much better selection.
Okay. Colin, you got any thoughts on that?
I agree.
Yeah, there's a lot better picks. All right, jumping down to the Commanders at 29. They guys getting Maxwell Harrison, the corner out of Kentucky. I don't mind. I mean, like, we need corner help. Yeah, I don't know if you heard. I'm pretty sure Benjamin St. Juice walked. We don't got him no more. We got Lattimore. That rookie we had last year, Mike, he looks like our best corner, low key. I don't mind another cornerback at 29. I also wouldn't mind if they trade back because it's such a late pick.
Yeah, I think they should just go ahead and trade back.
Yeah.
These good players that you can get multiple. If you get like another second or third or something like that.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, he seems like a solid pickup, but yeah, I mean, as long as he can't be worse than Emmanuel Forbes, so I got faith. I got faith in him.
Oh, what do you got Jackson Dart doing? The quarterback from Ole Miss.
Quarterback from Ole Miss. They got him going. Just scrolling.
Did he go on the first?
No, they don't got him going on the first.
Oh, interesting. He going.
Yeah, he ain't going on the first. That's what they're projecting, but shit happens, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's it. That's it for the mock draft reaction videos. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Next, we're going to transition to a next topic.